Hi everyone, this is Caroline. Just with an update. Saw Dr. Barry yesterday and that went well. Told her about how difficult of a time we're having and she was really good about it and really understanding. I told her basically that this time of year was really difficult for us and we've been having a lot of memories and our emotions have been up and down. Our mood has been rapid cycling. We've been pretty much all over the place for the last couple of weeks. But we're managing to stay out of hospital and we're still out of hospital, so that's good. But Dr. Barry decided, because of how stressed we are and how much we've been in crisis emotionally and stuff over the last couple of weeks, that she decided that she would give us weekend support. So basically that means that this weekend there will be, usually at the weekends, the way our psychiatric service works is that there's some nurses on call, so they meet with people or phone people, and if they think you're needing the hospital, then you can get a bed quicker because you're involved with the weekend service. Whereas Dr. Barry wouldn't be available at the weekend because she only works Monday to Friday unless she's on call, and she's not on call this weekend. So she said she'd refer me to the weekend service and that they'd be in touch, that they'd phone us, and Saturday and Sunday they'd phone and we could have a chat to them. And if by any chance we did need the hospital, or we felt that we were going really low or in a lot of emotional crisis and stuff that we couldn't deal with, that we could just let them know and they could get us into the hospital. But I'm hoping that won't happen because I don't want to go to hospital. I'm hoping that I can just talk to them on the phone, and that I'm going to stay in my parents' for some of the weekend. Sunday, have Sunday dinner there and stay maybe Saturday and Sunday night. So that'll be good. My therapist is on vacation next week, as I said yesterday in yesterday's blog. So I don't have her support for next week. I can't get a hold of her at all. I was going to ask her, could we have a phone session, but then I didn't want to when she barely takes time off. So this is the first time she's taken time off since Christmas. So I didn't want to be intrusive and be asking her about, doing that for me, like. So yeah, that's where things are at. Liz, who's one of the other insiders in my system, talked to Dr. Barry yesterday and I think they had a good chat. I'm not sure all what was said, but she likes Dr. Barry, and I think they talked a little bit about DID and about inner communication and co-consciousness and stuff. If I remember, I heard the bits and pieces that I did hear of the conversation. That was kind of the gist of it. But Dr. Barry did say to me that she felt that me and Liz were very aware of each other's emotional states, and she felt that that was a good thing, and she felt that we were very in tune with each other and mindful of each other. And I said that's because we kind of communicate a lot. And she was asking me how it was that Liz had asked for time with her, and I said, she just asked me if she could talk to you, and that was it. We just talked inside. And so yeah, so it was a good session. We were in with her for about an hour, which is long really, because normally it's about half an hour. But we were the last out of the building, and we were waiting outside for the taxi, and then Dr. Barry came out and she was heading home. That was like 6 o'clock last night. We were up there since 3:30, but we didn't get seen until 4:45. So by the time we got out then, it was nearly 6 o'clock. And actually a weird thing happened. First of all, her junior doctor, his name is Tom, he came into the waiting room and he's like, Shirley, that's our host name, and he's like, Shirley, can you come with me? And he's like, I'm Doctor, I think his name is Dr. Ryle or something. And I was like, weird, this is weird. But I went with him because I didn't know what else to do. Next thing, he didn't even guide me down to the office. Like, I had Nitro with me, and he just left me walking on my own, and I didn't know where to go or anything. Next thing, he came back out and he poked his head out around the door, and he was like, in here, in here. So I went in anyway, sat down, and he's like, how's things? And I'm like, fine. But I said, I don't really want to open up to you. I said, where's Dr. Barry? And he's like, she's around, she's around. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I said, but I said, I can't open up to you. I said, why are you picking up my file? I said, I never see junior doctors because of the DID, we never see junior doctors. We only always see Dr. Barry. And he was like, oh, I'm just helping out. And he was like, do you want to see Dr. Barry? And I said, yeah. I said, please. I said, I don't mean to be rude. I said, but I can't open up to you. And he said, no, it's perfectly okay. He was like, there's so many complexities in the case. He said, I've been looking through your notes, and he was like, you're so complex. And I had to laugh at that, like, because I was like, I said to Dr. Barry, I said, he was never so happy that he didn't have to see me. I said, because I said, I'd say he was kind of like, oh my God, what am I letting myself in for here? Like, but it was grand. He just said, okay, we'll walk back out and I'll say to Dr. Barry that, that I picked up your chart. And then when I saw Dr. Barry, I was like, don't give me heart failure like that again. She was like, why, what's wrong? And I was like, about seeing that doctor. Like, and she was like, oh no, she said, I'm sorry about that. She was like, he picked up your file by accident. And she said, I think he just picked it up, by a total accident. He didn't know, like. So that was good. So I'm glad I stood up for myself and said that I wanted to see Dr. Barry and I didn't want to see him, because there's no way I could have opened up to him about things, because I don't even know him. I've never met the guy. So then Dr. Barry said, yesterday that we'd make formal introductions just in case she was off anytime and I had to see him. So we're going to do that sometime. But she's not off next week. So I'll be seeing her next Thursday again. So that's my update, basically. Yeah, I'm no news really. I'm other news than that. I'm waiting on my PA to come this morning. I have to go to the vet and get dog food for Nitro and probably go for coffee or something as well. So that's it. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.